This week I have been spending time with this 2025 Mazda 3 hatchback. What you need to know about the Mazda 3 hatchback is it starts at $25,000 for the front-wheel drive non-turbo version. This is the Premium Plus Turbo all-wheel drive version, and as tested starts at $38,000. This makes 225 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque on 87 octane fuel. If you put 93 Premium in, it gives a little bit of a spec bump, and it adds about 20 horsepower. In this Premium Plus trim, you do get 18-inch wheels wrapped in Bridgestone all-season tires. Like I said, I've been living with this all week. I've put about 300 or 400 miles on it and been taking it to work, the grocery store, running some errands with it. So I'll be giving you my impressions on what it's been like to live with. Back here, you do get 20 cubic feet of space. These rear seats fold down 60-40 to reveal 47 cubic feet of space. You do get a spare tire underneath here. Not bad at all. Some illumination. This hatch is really heavy, so you got to be kind of gentle when setting it down. You do get a rear wiper here as well. Let's go ahead and check out the back seat real quick. Doors open wide for easier ingress here. Back here, it is a bit tiny. I'm 6 foot, the driver's seat's in my position. I'm just ever so slightly brushing my head up against the roof, and I got pretty much no leg room. It's not slammed up against the seat, but it's just brushing up against the seat. It's not awful, but something like a Honda Civic hatchback is definitely going to be substantially bigger. No rear vents. You don't even get rear USB-C ports or A ports. Mat pocket here. You do get a pull-down center armrest with a couple cup holders, though. No rear heated seats or anything like that back here. You do get a sunroof as well. Go ahead and check out what's under the hood. So powering the Mazda 3 here is a 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. Like I mentioned earlier, it makes 227 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque on 87 fuel. Gets about 26 miles a gallon combined. I've been averaging about 24 as how I've been driving it, which is a little bit aggressive. So not the most fuel efficient powertrain, but I think it performs really well for what it is, and we'll kind of get into that as we drive along here. Really like how the front end of this thing looks. You do get adaptive front lights as well, LED. Very cool. They turn as you turn the steering wheel. Let's go ahead and check out the driver's seat here. It is power leather heated as well. No ventilated seats in this trim, which is a little bit of a bummer considering you're paying $38,000 for this car. We'll start with the infotainment here. It's about 10.25 inches. You do get a 360 reverse camera in this Premium Plus trim, which is nice. It is touchscreen, but you are primarily supposed to use this knob down here to control the infotainment. And I know a lot of people hate on this, but once you get used to it, I said this in my CX-50 video, once you get used to it, you don't want to go back to a touchscreen. You do have wireless Android Auto and wireless CarPlay. You can also use wired as well. Works flawlessly. I haven't had any issues in it this week. Down here, you do get your automatic dual zone climate control. You do get your heated seats control and a heated steering wheel, although the heated steering wheel only works at 10 and 2. It doesn't heat the whole wheel, which is a little bit of a bummer here. Down there, you do get a wireless charger. It kind of works when it wants to. I just, set my phone down there, and it's just a nice place to set a phone. A couple cup holders. These cup holders, are a little bit far forward, so you might be limited on what you can actually put in these cup holders, but I've found this week my coffee cups and water bottles have fit just fine, the normal sized ones. You do have quite a bit of gloss back plastic all throughout the vehicle, and you can see it's just getting scratched like absolutely crazy. So Mazda, please do away with that. Well, it may look premium, I guess, for 5 minutes after some wear and tear. It just doesn't do the trick. You do get a center console here with a decent amount of space and an adjustable divider as well. A couple USB-C ports. This does slide back and forth. You do have to slide it back all the way in order to open it. You do get a decent sized glove box as well. Auto dimming rear view mirror with HomeLink. Sunglasses holder, illuminated visor mirror as well with a ticket holder over here. Heads up display, as you can see throughout the windshield. You can customize that in the infotainment as well and display what you want, control the brightness, control the position. You can customize a lot of things in the infotainment. There's tons and tons of settings in the infotainment I could bore you guys with, but I really want to focus on the driving aspect of this vehicle. So that being said, let's go ahead and put on our seatbelt here and take this thing for a spin. Right off the bat, the maneuverability of this Mazda 3 is really good, especially in tight parking spaces. I'll just do a quick turning radius test here. This thing pretty much just turns on a dime. I love how maneuverable this is. This vehicle does get a 5-star safety rating, so it's a super safe vehicle for you, your family, your kids, whatever you decide to buy this vehicle for. It's a super safe vehicle to be in. I really like how this interior looks. The quality of the materials in here are top notch. You would think that this is a borderline luxury vehicle with the quality of the materials in here. There has been some squeaks and rattles this week. I think it has to do with how cold it's been. You get your normal squeaks and rattles. It's not as annoying as my Honda Civic's squeaks and rattles that I had to deal with and ultimately ended up trading the vehicle in because of that. But yeah, just something to note. This vehicle is built in Japan as well. So if that means something to you. You do have traffic sign recognition on the gauge cluster and the heads-up display. It will display stop signs as well. And if you notice on the gauge cluster here, you can kind of see the little tick mark of where the speed limit is, and that red line shows you if you're over the limit or not. I find that particularly helpful. This speedometer here is digital. You get a couple different displays here, your fuel economy and your driver assist with the digital speedometer as well. This is very torquey. It's very quick. 6-speed transmission, shifts very nicely. No hiccups from it this week. Keeps it in the power band nicely as well. Very smooth. Plenty of power to have some fun. At speed here on a relatively smooth road, road noise is kept to a minimum. You get some slight reverberations from the wheels, but it's nothing too bad. Overall, this is a very nice vehicle on the highway. Not a whole lot of wind noise either. The seats are extremely comfortable for longer trips. Compared to my 2024 Honda Civic Touring that I had, these seats are in a league of their own. They are memory as well. You get 2-person memory, something you don't get on a Honda Civic. You have paddle shifters behind the steering wheel as well. Just test those out real quick. Pretty responsive, actually. Not bad at all. You could just press and hold on one of the paddles and it will go back in the regular drive mode. As we're sitting here, visibility is a little bit hampered. These pillars are pretty thick. The A pillars, the B pillars, and the C pillars are all pretty thick. It's not the worst I've seen, but you do have blind spot monitoring in the mirrors to kind of help you out with that. You just got to be a little bit more conscious of your surroundings when driving the vehicle. The rear window is a little bit tiny to look out of, but it's not the worst. You do get a rear wiper as well. I think I mentioned that before, to kind of help with the visibility as well. Now let's do a quick 0 to 60. Let's go ahead and put this in sport mode. We'll give it a little bit of a boost and see if it will allow us to do that. Come to a complete stop here. A little bit of a boost and floor it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Certainly enough to have some fun. Here in the Mazda 3, you do have automatic wipers. You do have automatic high beams as well. I think I mentioned this does have adaptive front lights as well, so when you turn the steering wheel around corners, the lights will move, allow for better illumination. There does seem to be a little bit of fake pumped-in engine noise. Not too fond of that, honestly, but you can't really turn it off either. Doesn't sound, the worst, but, I just prefer the sound of the engine itself. Be curious to drive the naturally aspirated version of this car and a little bit cheaper trim to just kind of see how it compares to something like this. The vehicle also does come equipped with Mazda's adaptive cruise control system. It's pretty easy to engage, and the cruise control stays on when you turn off the vehicle. so you don't have to keep activating it every single time you get in the vehicle. It does have lane centering as well. Works pretty nice on the highway. On back roads, it does get a little confused on the lines and kind of, you know, loses the lines, and it'll say steering assist unavailable quite a bit. Turn in is great. Handles very, very nicely. Steering is perfect in this car. This vehicle is equipped with a system called G Vectoring Control Plus. It's a brake-based system that kind of helps you, you know, have stability around corners. Overall, an extremely fun car to throw into a corner or just take down a back road. I told my wife multiple times this week that I love getting into this thing and just hooning it around corners. It is so much fun to throw around, you know, your highway entrance ramp or back road and just have some fun. It is perfect. Do a little bit of a passing test here. We'll slow down to, say, you have a person going 35. It's got a kick down switch. Kicks down nicely, very responsive. This 6-speed automatic transmission is perfect. Do like the physical controls in here. Everything's within a driver's reach. Like I said, I love this infotainment system, how it all works. I love the physical controls up here for your gauge cluster brightness and your trip. Gosh, I love the inputs of this car. It's perfect. Braking, steering, cornering. I can't stress enough how much fun this car is to drive. You guys got to get behind the wheel in one of these for sure. This vehicle also does come equipped with a 12-speaker Bose audio system, and we'll go ahead and test that, and I'll put some B-roll of what this vehicle looks like at night while we're listening here. So let's go ahead and get started. Not bad at all. I'd rate this a B tier system. I think it's pretty good for the price of the vehicle. Overall, I've been pretty impressed with this vehicle this week. The quality of the materials, like I said, top notch. Every single time I've got in this vehicle, it's just been smiles. Shout out to Mazda for providing this vehicle for me to film and review this week. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the Mazda 3. Be curious to see what your guys' thoughts are on the price and the overall package of this vehicle. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I really enjoy reading all your guys' comments. It's really supportive. And yeah, we'll go ahead and see ya in the next video. Take care, everybody.